Hi everyone, thanks for joining my channel. I was sitting around contemplating what I would name the channel, and I named it Still Learning. And that comes from a gentleman named Nelson Nash, who had coined the phrase the arrival syndrome. The arrival syndrome means that I've arrived and, I'm all set. I don't need to learn anything more. I've heard it all. I got it. And, that's where you might get yourself in trouble in life. And I also thought about how people ask me questions about what I do for work and have, if it's so good, why haven't I heard about it before? And I like to say that, when they ask me that question, if it's so good, why haven't I heard about it? And I say, well, have you learned anything new lately? Whether it be in the last day or 24 hours, week, month, year, that type of thing. And they typically say, yeah, I've learned some new things. And I say, well, did you know that before? Of course, you didn't know it before. And so it takes time for us to hear about certain things, especially when they're not mainstream things, where they're not part of the big marketing machines. And what this channel is going to be about is, in general, wellness. I'm going to do a fair amount of focus on financial wellness, but there might be some health wellness type things too. And I'll have times where it's just me that comes on camera, other times where I'm going to be interviewing people that specialize in a particular area, and we can kind of, back and forth through Q&A, get some information out to you that you may not have heard of before that can be helpful. I'm looking for people to subscribe to my channels, whether it be video channels or podcasts. So if there's an opportunity to subscribe, please do so. You'll get updates, get alerts when I create a new video, have new interviews, new subject matter. But I'm really here to help. Yes, this is aligned in general with what I do for work and how I earn my income. But I'm not really here to just make a living, just figure out how to make a buck. I'm really here to try to help people. And I think a lot of people do that. But I can tell you, it would be much easier if I just stayed with the mainstream way of doing things. Because you go against the grain of the machine, and it's much harder to get people to hear you, to accept what you're saying, because it can be a little bit of a mind shift. It won't all be a mind shift, but some of it will be going against conventional wisdom about particular subjects, because we've been sort of trained to think a certain way. Certain subjects we think we know something about, and we do probably know something about it, but we don't know any depth. We're hit with so many people, including like what I'm doing now, which is kind of giving my opinion, giving my thoughts. Maybe some of it's, educated through my own due diligence, my own experience. But yeah, there's a lot of people telling you how to go about marketing, how to work from home, how to invest your money, how to diet. And, we're overwhelmed by so many things. And then our focus to stick with something long enough to not just be surface oriented, to go and do our own due diligence, go off the beaten path to see if there's something that might be better, or that might be something that's more suitable to you and your personality and that type of thing. So again, I just wanted this to be an introductory to my channel. What will follow, if you can subscribe, will be other subject matters that I go into more in depth. and hopefully there are options that you can, at least put into the mix and see if they make sense for you. And I really appreciate you listening, and look forward to a long-term relationship with all of you. Thank you. Take care.